What's going on, everyone? And today, today, we have a huge story update. In fact, I will say this, like I said in my last video, if you have yet been spoiled or have not played this week's story mission, go out and play it. It starts really quick. You'll jump straight into it. It's an awesome thing to go through. Now, for those of you who don't want to or already have been spoiled, I will be playing through all that dialogue on the screen here in just a moment. You can go ahead and click to that where we are going to continue the rest of this video.
Commander, we've picked up Ahsa's trail deep below Kraken Mar, behind Xivu Arath's battle lines.
Understood. The Deputy Commander, Saint, and I will set up a perimeter to draw the Hive's attention. Then the Guardian can break through unscathed.
The Iron War Beasts prepare to support our assault. Say the word.
Keep them in reserve until the Guardian has eyes on Ahsa.
Daylight's burning, and she's in pain. I can feel it.
I'll find you on the field, Sloane. Hit your marks, and we'll get this done. Move out.
Fire team, check in. I've reached my position on the left flank. I've encountered a ritual.
I'm setting up on the right. Looks like a smaller ritual site here, too.
Pushing toward the commander's position now.
My drop pod is deployed to your location, Sloane. Drifter, you're on tack.
Well, all right. Taking energy, spiking up ahead of you, hero.
That must be Ahsa. Ah! My arm! Whatever they're doing, it's getting worse. If we're gonna do something about it, now's the time!
Guardian, start pushing forward. As soon as Saladin's pod hits ground, we launch our diversion.
Pod grounded. I'm in position.
Guardians, strike! Fire team, report! Saint and I hold the left flank!
It is working. We draw them off the Guardian.
Enemy reinforcements flooding the right flank. We're holding.
This line doesn't fall back.
Okay, hotshot. It's all you now. Found the long girl. Guardian's almost there. Dropping a ping to the fire team.
Taking fire! Repositioning!
I've got you.
They are overrunning our position. Zavala!
Drop horns and focus fire on their ritualists! No one gets past us!
Wait. These rituals... They're trying to take Ahsa!
Keep your taking pants on. I ain't never seen a ritual our walking tank couldn't smash. That's a whole lot of magic. And I bet those wizards are holding the reins. Get in there and start breaking things. Every wizard you put in the dirt makes a dent. Plug away, hero.
Ahsa just got a second wind, Guardian. Whatever you're doing, keep it up.
War beasts, deploy. You will take that position.
Warrior of the sky.
Hold on, Ahsa. We're coming!
The coward flesh must be taken.
Last one. Long girl should be home free.
Excellent work, Guardian. Fire team, check in.
Down to a sword, but Hive and Taken forces routed.
They will not run far. So many titans. We encircle them like impenetrable walls. Ha!
Clear your zones, and fall back to defensive positions around Ahsa as she swims back to the arcology.
Consider it done. War beasts, you fought well. Extra rations for all.
What's Ahsa's status?
I've got an eye on her, and I'm shipping a transmat beacon your way. Hold on to your boots.
Xivu Arath's forces are in full retreat.
Good. Time to complete the mission.
Our dance will never end. I am war. You carry my banner. Cling to me like hope. What are you without me? Sink into my embrace. Drown in the deep. Fight forever.
Stand down, Deputy. Sometimes the battle is stepping away from the battle. We're with you all the way.
The true path lies obscured, but she knows the way. She who hides truth in deception. The Witch Queen must rise.
We're lying on Savathun. This is what it's come to.
Tell me you're not serious.
I am. Ahsa has given us a way to follow the witness.
This cannot be the only way.
Everyone in this room understands the risks. But we finally have a path forward. We can't wait for another.
The Empress won't take kindly to this news.
You stand on her counsel. Convince her.
I cannot watch the Witch Queen rise again, Zavala. To scheme against us. To steal another face? No!
She won't be given the opportunity. Eris and Ikora will keep the situation under our control.
Imaru isn't one to be baited into a trap.
Not a trap. A bargain. We're all against the witness. Savathun's ghost has no choice but to cooperate.
I'll convey your decision and assurances to the Empress. Commander, Guardians.
We tried to control the Witch Queen before. I saw how that ended, Zavala. It is a treacherous path. When she strays, as I know she will, even one claw.
My fist will be right behind yours.
I hope I am wrong. But right now, I cannot see how. Osiris will hear of this. I imagine he will have words too.
There's a long night ahead of us. Let's be the beacons others need to follow. At least until we make it through this.
Wow. So Savathun will be coming back. Woo, this is fun. Now, a few things. One, what an amazing way to end this season's story. Having so much energy ready to go into the next. This here, Bungie, this is what I want to see more. Not 4 months later. If you had this kind of tempo in Lightfall and Season of Defiance, this would have been the best year of Destiny. Now, to get away from all that negative, let's get back into the exciting stories. I am so excited to see how this is gonna play out, because there's so much that can happen. And Bungie, don't let me down here. You had amazing dialogue this season. Keep it going. But guys, can you imagine the dynamic dialogue we're going to get between all the characters? I mean, just in the last cutscene, right? The visible emotions and distress between Saladin and Saint with Zavala had, but with all the characters, like this is going to involve everyone: Saint, Osiris, Saladin, Keitel, Ikora, Eris, Savathun, and hopefully Zavala. I know a little dark in the mood here, but to touch on it really quick, we are still unsure of how far they got with the voice acting. Now, I hope that there's something in here with him, and I hope that they do something well if there's not. So I'll be very interested to see how they take this and what's going to happen. Either way, I can't wait to see how everyone's going to act. I mean, first, right, everyone's going to be on edge now. The trust between everyone, how are they going to act? How are they going to act towards one another? Or, you know, we already know that Savathun took over Osiris and how that went. And granted, the first time it was kind of obvious and everyone kind of was feeling weird around him. But if Savathun decides to do something like this again, she's going to be way better at it, right? So it's just going to be really interesting how this is going to go over. As well as what's the dynamics that's going to happen between Saint and Savathun, or Osiris and her. I'm excited to see all these conversations happen. You know, she's a very deceptive person. Like, we don't know, you know, as far as we're aware, Osiris quote unquote stole those memories from her to know about Neomuna and everything like that. But what if she just gave him those memories? What if it was all a ploy, but in fact she's so smart she's not going to correct him because she feels like she can use that they still have a way to steal things from her, but she really actually just kept that. Like, there's so much into this, so much depth that can happen with Savathun. It's one of the best reasons why she's such a great wildcard character in this whole series. And I'm super excited to happen. As well as, I hope there's some fun comments from Eris, because I hope Eris is going to somewhat be that Cade for us in this season, where she'll kind of make those slide irritated comments towards a hive god that she absolutely hates. This is also going to bring up the subject of resurrection. Will next season be split into one half getting her revived and the second half creating whatever we need to do to get through that portal? Or what's going to happen? Are we fully just dedicated on her resurrection? Or is it just going to be next season, boom, she's revived, and we just start from there? I'm very curious to see what happens. Because as far as lore goes with revivals, from what I remember off the top of my head in some of the old grimoire, is that a ghost can revive a guardian if there's absolutely nothing there. Like, if you get just completely disintegrated, like, a ghost can fully revive you. But apparently there's, I don't remember what the argument was, or like the, not necessarily argument, but like the limitation was, but like if you were to get sliced up or whatever, you know, like the ghost has to find all your remains to then revive you. Like, he can't just recreate you. Like, you have to be fully disintegrated and gone for him to recreate you. Otherwise, they have to find your pieces in your body to then revive you. On top of that, it's a hive god, right? Now, we've seen Savathun get revived a few times within Witch Queen, so maybe it is simple, or, you know, I wouldn't put it past them to make it a little bit more difficult, like we have to find certain rituals or some kind of necromancy to kind of get her back up. So it'd be really interesting to see what happens, but I am still curious. It's going to be, you know, how the next season's going to play out. Is it going to be purely about just reviving her? Or what I'm hoping is, you know, it's early, like the first couple of weeks, or maybe reviving her, and then after that, it's just like a bunch of content between the characters and their dynamics. Because it's going to be so cool. On top of all of that, I really hope we get some sort of callback to the Season of the Deep's dungeon, Ghost of the Deeps. I want... It could just be a grimoire card, okay, but I'm very curious to know what Savathun's gonna feel about Oryx. You know, either about what she's gonna do about the situation in general, if she cared, if she knew that her brood would do that, what she's gonna do to her brood after finding that out. Or are we gonna even tell her? I feel like she would know, right? But that's a whole nother thing. I'm really curious to see if they're going to talk about that story, you know, just as a side, like, quest story thing. Like, it doesn't have to be major. Like, I don't care if there's a cutscene or not about it, but it would be really cool to at least get some grimoire about it, because I'm genuinely curious what's her thoughts about that. But there's a ton here I can go on and on and on about, but we will save all those and take a break and break those all down. But we will save those and break those all down in other videos when we get more information. Lastly, though, one more thing before I let you guys go. Lastly, one more thing. If you guys have been keeping up with the Veil Containment Dialogue, this week was an interesting one. This week I'm I am very curious to see what next week is going to be about and how they're going to conclude this. I don't know if it's going to be more than one after next week or how long this is going to be going. But once it all concludes, I will be making a video about it and all the lore behind it and kind of what's been going on, just to sum all of it up. So hopefully that can be done before the next season begins. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you're all excited about next season and the way the story is going. If you are, let me know down in the comments below what you're looking forward to the most. Personally, it's the interactions between Savathun and Saint, as well as Eris. I hope she becomes that fun Cade who just like gives her shit about everything. Like every time she does something, she just constantly goes, "Are you sure about that?" Like anything. I just want some kind of interaction between her. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. And as always, have a fantastic day, and I will see you all on the next video.